hell, it's cold in here. Okay. Hello, and welcome back to Hesitant Lion. As always, I am George, that is Willow. It is cold here in Colorado. It's like 50 degrees in this apartment, but I have to turn the heat off when I record these videos, otherwise I won't get clean sound, so I hope you appreciate the lengths I go to for you fine folks. But whatever, being snowed in is not all bad. It gives me the opportunity to play some of the games I got for myself for Christmas, particularly the Danganronpa trilogy. I've never been the biggest gamer, but I did get myself a Switch at some point during the pandemic, and I've been playing the crap out of Persona 5 Strikers because Persona 5 Royale isn't on the Switch. Hey, Nintendo and Atlas, put Persona 5 Royale on the Switch, please. While this channel is primarily about anime and other visual media, I also enjoy video games, so I'm going to talk about a few today. In particular, before I get to Danganronpa, I want to mention the game I played the most besides Persona 5 Strikers, which is a game called Urban Flow. The music you're hearing from this little introduction is from Urban Flow, and it's such a chill game. All you do is control traffic lights and help the traffic get through, and once the number of cars you need goes through, the level is passed and you go to the next one. I guess it's technically a puzzle game. It's very, very chill and relaxing. Plus, every once in a while, you get to crash an ambulance into a train.
Wait, okay, well there's a collision there because that ambulance drove in. It's fucking left lane.
So that's fun. Anyway, Danganronpa. This is a series of games that are like half lifestyle high school simulators where you get to talk to cute girls or cute boys and get to know them and develop your friendships and try to finish out storyline progressions that way. Danganronpa is also a murder trial simulator thing. The main gameplay focuses around the courtroom clash trials where one of your friends has killed another one of your friends and you have to figure out who done it. In the first game, you're locked in a school with 15 other kids, there is an evil teddy bear, and he wants you to kill your friends. The only way to escape this killing game is to be the last one standing, I suppose, or when you kill someone and go to trial, if you get away with it, if no one at the trial can figure out you did it, then you get to leave and everybody else gets killed. Obviously, you as the player character don't get to actually kill anybody, so it's just a series of courtroom trials until the end big shocking twist reveal. Speaking of the end big shocking twist reveal, spoilers. Spoilers for the first Danganronpa game. I'm not going to get into 2 and 3 at this particular time, but I'm probably going to cover basically everything that might ruin the experience for you if you haven't played the first Danganronpa yet. So play the first Danganronpa, or if you don't care, just watch me talk about it, because that's what we're going to do. Alright, we good? Excellent. Aoi Asahina is best girl. Well, the key gameplay hook of the Danganronpa series is the courtroom trials, where you fire truth bullets to shut down false statements. It's a very silly game. Most of the time, however, you're not really in the courtrooms, you're just wandering around wherever the setting is for each game. Like I said, the first game's a school. And as you wander around, you talk to all your friends, and slowly the cast is whittled down as people are murdered or commit murders. But that's the primary hook, I really think, of playing the full 25 to 40 hours of the game, is liking these characters, getting to know these characters, wanting to find out more about these characters. So after playing the first game all the way through to completion, I still need to play some of the bonus stuff and unlock some bonus scenes, but after playing the game, I decided I would talk about my favorite character, because, as I said, the characters are really the heart of this game, of the franchise. So why is it Asahina? Why is she my favorite? Aside from, well, she's cute.
Someone on the outside's bound to start missing us soon, huh?
Well, let's go through some of the other characters real quick. I don't know if you would count because he's the player character, but I really don't like Makoto. There's a thing in anime, particularly anime video games, where the player character is a real blank slate nothing. And that's just what you have to deal with for a protagonist.
Protagonist.
So yeah, Makoto is disqualified right away for being a wet sponge of banality. But what about the rest of the cast, the ones you actually get to interact with? Well, real quick, let me go through it. Murderer, tried to frame me for murder. Sexy sociopath, murderer, serial killer, assassin, total narc. All cops are bad, kids. Nice, but kind of boring. Nice, but dies way too early and then becomes an AI.
That doesn't make any sense.
Murderer, entitled billionaire shithead. Eat the rich, kids. Attempted murderer and total fucking creep. And finally, she's awesome. She's so great. So as you might have guessed, when characters die off, you can no longer continue their story progression. So there's a hangout mechanic in between murders and trials, where you've got nothing else to do during free time and you can choose to hang out with someone. Part of the fun of that is you want to progress the story and learn more about these characters before they get murdered, because the first time through, you don't know who's going to get murdered. Luckily, Aoi Asahina makes it all the way to the end. She does not die, she is around, and that means you get plenty of time to spend time with her during the game. But enough of me talking about Asahina, let's let her introduce herself, shall we?
Heya! I'm Aoi Asahina, but my friends just call me Hina. Sup?
Everyone at this school, or in this game anyway, is an ultimate student, meaning they have some ability or skill that defines them, that they excel at, and makes them the hope for humanity's future. So there's a baseball pro, there's the ultimate hacker, there's the ultimate fan artist, there's the ultimate novelist, there's the ultimate biker gang leader for some reason.
Ultimate biker gang leader. One of these things is not like the others, okay? What the fuck?
And Hina is the ultimate swimmer. Hina is basically the ultimate ball of joy and positivity in this world.
We're not dead in the water yet, you guys.
It's sort of tricky to maintain that, as all of her friends get murdered around her, but still, she manages to persevere.
Nah, it's really not a big deal.
Now, on my breakdown list of all the other characters, you've heard me say that a lot of them are murderers or attempted murderers, and that disqualified them. Well, technically Hina's an attempted murderer too, and she technically tried to kill everybody, but we're just gonna overlook that, because I like her. And she sort of had her reasons. We'll get there. Asahina kind of reminds me of a dog, like she kind of reminds me of Willow.
No!
Because Willow and Hina are both just such lovable morons.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Plus, aside from the whole almost killed all of her friends thing, what's not to like about her? She's a fantastic athlete with a workout regime that puts One Punch Man to shame. She's a self-described spaz, which is always endearing. She loves donuts, she loves ramen, because of course she does, because ramen and donuts are just great. And she actually has a fairly emotional role to play in the story through her friendship with Sakura. These two bond early on over their shared love of the gym and working out and physical fitness. They spend most of their free time together, and of course Sakura ends up dying.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I can't remember which trial this is. Hang on. So there's Sad Girl gets stabbed with a sword in the bathroom. Then there's Sad Girl gets hung to death in the locker room. Then there's a really convoluted thing where two people get killed. Then I'm pretty sure it's Sakura. The class trial for that murder is kind of Hina's big moment. She gets to take center stage through a lot of it.
One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Of course, she's exceptionally heartbroken that her friend got killed, especially because she knows that Sakura is a kind-hearted person despite her size and ability to crush you into dust. Sakura is found murdered in the game room, and the series of events that led to her being killed are convoluted, to say the least. See, this super weird serial killer girl who has a split personality, she bopped Sakura on the head.
I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. She's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever.
And then this super weirdo, who's like a medium or something, he bopped her on the head too.
So of course I freaked out, and then...
Neither of them killed her though. Turns out she drank some kind of protein shake poison thing. She was really, really sad that her friends thought she was scary, so she decided to just end her own life without telling anybody. I mean, I guess she left a note, but the bear, didn't tell anybody about the note. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So Hina is very, very passionate during the trial and ultimately decides that everyone deserves to die because they all bullied her so much that, her friendship wasn't valuable. They led her to her own destruction. So she decides she's going to lie during the trial and say she did it. And of course, if everybody votes for her, when she's not really the killer, then everybody gets killed. It's weird. All of the courtroom trials in the games are that convoluted or more. I mean, aside from maybe the first one in each game, those tend to be pretty basic to teach you the rules and the mechanics and all that stuff. But, part of the fun is the convoluted nature of each crime. It can't be as obvious as you might think it is on the first viewing. So, despite her ill-advised choices during that courtroom trial, which are sort of understandable, I mean, her friend got killed, so she's not thinking rationally, and she does apologize for it.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so despite the fact that she tried to kill everybody, she's a really great character. She's friendly, she's cute, she's fun, she's positive. Honestly, the main character, Wet Blanket Blank Slate Makoto, says it best. Plus, what am I gonna say? The fan service is also nice. She manages to come across as sexy and cute without it ever being, like, too exploitative. Aside from the requisite bathhouse scene, because you have to in anime games, I guess. If you choose to hang out with her throughout the free time segments, you get to know more and more about her. And the more I learned about her, the more I just was charmed by her. She's dedicated to her passion of being a swimmer, but she also realizes that that could lead to some negativity in life. If you're only focused on one thing, how are you ever going to find friends or love or be in a relationship? At the end of her story progression in the main game, she invites you to her room and says, "Please be my fake practice boyfriend. I've never been in love before." It's super adorable and kind of the way you want a story like that to end with her. It'd be weird if you just jumped straight into like a romance, considering what's going on in the story is everybody's dying one by one, but it's a cute little thing. Plus, Danganronpa has a New Game Plus mode that removes all the killing and is just a dating sim. Yeah, it's a dating sim. You wander around the school and you can talk to whoever, and I guess the goal is to romance as many people as possible. I haven't actually played all the way through that version yet. I wanted to jump straight to Danganronpa 2, so I didn't play the bonus content of number 1 yet. After all that time practicing being her boyfriend and getting to know her even more, Hina does the unthinkable for a teenage girl. She asks you out on a date. She's just so wholesome, I love her. Plus, it's an anime game with high school love plots, so when you get all the way to the end, the item you unlock is her panties. Anime, I don't know. Anyway, by virtue of the fact that she never actually kills anybody, she never successfully gets anybody else killed, she never throws anybody under the bus, she's not a monster, she's not a dickhead. By virtue of all that, she kind of is best girl on her own. But she also happens to be best girl for me, and not just best girl, my favorite character in the game, because of her positivity, and she's funny, and she's stupid, and she likes donuts, and I just like hanging out with her. I've heard rumblings that she might appear in the 3rd game, which I haven't finished yet, so hopefully we get to see more of her. Plus, she shows up in the new, like, spin-off beach game, which is great.
Yahoo!
So there you go. That's my favorite character in Danganronpa number 1. Most hated character, by the way, worst character, probably Hifumi. He's a big old creepazoid.
I am Hifumi Yamada, but if you want to call me by my nickname, the Alpha and the Omega, I don't mind.
Danganronpa, a murder game where you make friends with people so you can date them, and also you murder your friends because you're in love with an AI. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much. There will be more Danganronpa content. Of course, you have to know who my favorite character from Danganronpa 2 and 3 is, right? Like, it wouldn't be a complete series if I didn't do the whole trilogy. Welcome to 2022 on Hesitant Lion. The plan is to have more videos more regularly, covering more topics, but who knows, the world is the world, so bear with me on that. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing, and if you didn't like it, well, let me know why in the comments. Tell me I suck, tell me my dog's lame. Tell me what you gotta tell me. Though I gotta admit, if you think my dog's lame, then something's wrong with you. Thank you for watching another Hesitant Lion video, this time about a video game for the first time. There is an anime. There's actually multiple Danganronpa anime, if I remember correctly. And one of them I don't even think is based on a game. Like, it's a full-on original story made by the creator of the game. Anyway, maybe someday I'll talk about the anime. Maybe it's hilariously terrible, and I can do a whole video on it. I tried to watch the dub briefly on Hulu, and I was thrown off because, well, here, this is what the bear, Monokuma, the mastermind behind everything, this is what he sounds like in the game.
I am Monokuma, and I am this school's headmaster.
And this is what he sounds like in the anime.
I am the principal of this illustrious institution, Monokuma!
I don't know, maybe it's not that different, but I couldn't get past it. It just sounded wrong.
Monokuma! 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 Monokuma!
I don't know. Anyway, that's Danganronpa. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time with some more anime bullshit. Bye!